Today's episode is a summary of the book Walk the Talk by Eric Harvey and Steve Ventura. I found this among my collection of books the other day, and it was very fitting since I just wrapped up 5 episodes of different moral values that I find deeply important to me and my family. In this book, Walk the Talk, Eric and Steve discuss 5 key principles that include the acronym character, where each letter stands for a value. Some of them are the same as I had discussed last month, others are different, but just as important. Eric and Steve start off by saying that for the most part, all of us have beliefs, values, and a similar sense of what's right and wrong. But acting according to those beliefs, values, and good intentions is one of the biggest challenges we face every day. In fact, we all have moments when our behaviors are out of sync with our beliefs. Have any of you ever told a little white lie? I know I have, and many of them, I'm sure, over the decades. Or maybe you have not told the store clerk that an item was mismarked to greatly benefit you, or that they gave us too much change back. But many of these actions and behaviors that are out of sync with our beliefs happen unintentionally. We really do have good intentions when we wake up in the morning. We want to spend more time with our kids. We want to eat healthy or exercise more. We want to take time to talk with our spouse or loved one before crashing into bed at night. But life gets busy. We get overwhelmed and bombarded by the demands of the day. We are just trying to keep up, but we end up just going through the motions. Our days are played out on autopilot, and our actions don't match up with what we value or believe. Living according to our values and principles takes daily conscious effort, courage, persistence, commitment, and discipline. We are constantly working on it each day, sometimes multiple times a day. There is a challenge to walk our talk. There are choices to be made about what we believe is right. In this book, Walk the Talk, Eric and Steve describe 5 key principles of walking the talk. What are they? The 5 key principles of walking the talk are: 1, words to live by are just words unless you actually live by them. 2, you are what you do. 3, everything you do counts. 4, the golden rule is still pure gold. 5, character is the key. And as I mentioned before, character spells out 9 values the authors believe are key in order to walk the talk. So let's start out with C. C stands for commitment. Commitment means to do what is best, what is right, noble, and decent, and to keep your priorities straight. H stands for honesty. Honesty means telling the truth tactfully and refusing to lie, cheat, or steal. A stands for accountability. This means being accountable to others and to ourselves for our actions by holding ourselves to a higher standard. R stands for respect. The authors talk about 2 types of respect: basic human respect and earned respect. Human respect means respect that we are entitled to just because we are all living, breathing human beings, and by treating others with dignity and courtesy. Earned respect is respect that is earned based on how we live out our character through our actions. It's who we are. It's how we act. A stands for attitude. The authors discuss three types of attitude that contribute to personal success. One, a contagious, upbeat attitude. Two, a can-do spirit. And the third, an attitude of gratitude. The other C stands for courage. Courage means to stand up and to do what is right. It's following your conscience, speaking your mind, following the rules, and doing what you know is right, regardless of the risks and potential consequences. T stands for trust or being trustworthy. Trust is about being open and honest, keeping confidential what needs to be, but doing what you say you will do and then following through by actually doing it and by admitting your mistakes and correcting them. E stands for ethics and integrity. The authors describe behaving ethically as being people of integrity. And while ethics and integrity are often talked about, it is really a complex concept that is hard to explain. In the author's research on it, they conclude the key to acting ethically and with integrity is thinking before you act. So in the words of Oprah Winfrey, real integrity is doing the right thing, knowing that nobody's going to know whether you did it or not. R stands for responsibility. This is about taking personal responsibility using the words we, us, and our instead of they and them. It's the visual of that person pointing the finger and blaming someone else for something, but in reality, there are more fingers pointing back at them. Yes, walking the talk is not easy. Neither is practicing what you preach. It's a journey of constant opportunities to learn and grow, to do better, to be a role model, to positively influence others because it's the right thing to do. So instead of jumping to conclusions or passing the buck, stretching the truth, bending the rules, pulling a fast one, or running your mouth off, start each day with the best intentions to act according to your beliefs and values. And the key principles in this book, Walk the Talk by Eric Harvey and Steve Ventura. Start each day talking less so your actions speak louder than your words. Will there be challenges? Yes, plenty of them. Will you mess up occasionally? Yes. And when you do, correct it and learn from it. When you get knocked down, get back up again and be patient with yourself. There will be more opportunities to walk the talk. When you do, take a moment to reflect on it. Take time to enjoy it. You won. You succeeded. You acted out your values and your beliefs. You walked the talk.